Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing this Monica Bellucci inspired makeup look, and I'm going to take you through step by step so you can also achieve this look. Let's get into it. This is her classic smoky eye. I've prepped my skin, I've prepped my lips. I highly recommend prepping your lips with this LORAC Holy Lips. I keep calling it Healthy Lips, like I cannot stop. It's a lip plumper and a lip treatment. Amazing. I use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick Contour in Amber. I'm gonna start with this. I always go around my forehead like so. And when I look at her, she definitely has more contour coming down here, but I'm gonna create that with my concealer, not with the contour stick, because I find that that is too heavy on my face. I also like to contour my nose, so I put this all the way underneath. And her chin is like a little less pointy than mine, so I'm gonna go in and just like flatten it out. I use this tiny little kabuki and I just kind of blend it out. I'm gonna go in with my concealer in the bright color, so the 00. She definitely has like a sharper cheekbone line. I'm gonna go in like that. I like to fill right here on my own face because hers is very straight. I'm gonna go right in here, brighten in here. And for my under eye, I find this to be a little too bright, so we're gonna mix it. I just got the pink Kosas concealer in the Magic color. So whenever I'm looking at my makeup, especially if I'm trying to recreate a look, I always look at the shapes on the person's face. So whether that's like eyeliner, eyeshadow, eyebrows, their actual facial features, if you break it down to the shapes that you're seeing rather than trying to look like them, it's very helpful, at least in my opinion. So we really carve out the cheekbone without it making your face look heavier. So here I'm just blending in all of this concealer, and you just want to blend it out really well. I'm using my Makeup by Mario brush. I just got it and I can link that for you guys as well. And I like to go in with my damp beauty blender just to pick up any excess product and kind of blend in this really white color. This is our base. And next we're going to do brows. I am obsessed with this Brows Up. I get this off of Amazon. I just brush it through and I make sure I get all the hairs. And then I like to go in with a clean spoolie, shape the brow and get rid of any excess product. So I'm looking at her brow and it goes very straight, and then she has a point, and her brow definitely comes down lower than mine. So we'll try to recreate that shape. I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in color 6. It was really quite dark. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and I'm gonna draw little hair-like strokes. What I like about this pencil is I go in with a spoolie after and I just kind of like smudge out what I just did to create more fullness. Not like a bit of a point up here. Now we're gonna bring the brow down because hers comes down. Her brows are not really wide in these photos that I'm pulling from. So I think I'm gonna go in and clean up this one and just thin it out a tiny bit. There. Okay, so brows are done. We've got this nice long front part, and then we've got a nice little point, and it's coming down a little lower on the sides. So next, let's do the eye makeup. I use this Jane Iredale palette almost every day. I looked up if you can still get it. It's a little hard to find, but there are places where you can get it and I can link them. Color is very like much a cool pink and it really brightens, and that's what I like about it. Covering my lid with this brighter color coming like all the way up, so above my crease. I feel like this makeup look I did is kind of like modern Monica Bellucci or like trendy Monica Bellucci, because I'm not really keeping to her 90s makeup. We're just getting the same vibe but with more current trends. I'm gonna go in with a couple more browns to keep to her typical colors, but I can still tell you guys what I used in the first video, but it is definitely more purple. I have this palette. It's a Sigma palette and it's called Warm Neutral. I'm gonna use this brown color here called After Hours. Go in here and just blend this over my lid. But we're gonna keep it lower down than the last color. So we wanna do the typical smoky eye. I'm gonna blend that out. Go in with my beauty blender and just kind of clean up the edges. Keep building this. Her smoky eye, I feel like in a lot of photos, well, a lot of her photos have been like photoshopped a lot on Pinterest, but I feel like her smoky eye is more like localized and lowered down. It's not like coming out really crazy. It's pretty much like staying right in here, and then we get eyeliner. I'm really darkening this area here. I'm gonna go in with my fluffy brush, and I use this for setting powder. It's a bit on it, and it just kind of lightens up and blends out any areas I feel like are too dark. Go in and do a little more on the lid here and coming towards the center. Same color. It's really, to me, about like building it as I go. So here, just keep going, keep working with the same color, do one eye and then the other, keep building it until you get the intensity of color that you want. I am happy with the color of this smoky eye. I think it's dark enough, it's not too dark. I kept it a little more rounded, which I think hers is. Okay, so I'm gonna tightline. My eyes are definitely bigger than hers, and although she also tightlines, if she didn't, I would tightline to make my eye appear siren-like, if that makes sense. I'm using the Victoria Beckham satin gel liner, I don't know how you say it, in the dark brown color. And I'm gonna carry it a bit into a point here. I feel like she has a bit of a point. I'm gonna clean it up. Okay, then I'm gonna do just eyeliner. I'm going to create a wing, and that's what I did in the last video as well. So we're not gonna make it really crazy, but I'm gonna follow out from the corner of my eye, like a little straighter and up. Just like basically underneath where my crease ends. And then I'm gonna smudge this part, I think. And clean that up. So that's the eyeliner. Before I do the smoke underneath, I need to set my under eye, or do it, I kind of do it together. But before I do that, I'm going to do the blush. She doesn't wear a lot of blush. I use the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the Hope color, and then I'm going to mix it with a bronzer to keep it very like classic to what she typically wears. So I'm gonna go in with just like one single dot, and then I'm gonna blend that out. A lot of the time her blush is a little lower down, like here. This is a bit vibrant for her, but I also, like I said, I like to mix in our more trendy makeup. I think this brush has a bit of my other blush on it, and that's probably why it's coming out more pink. I like to blend it up here, you know, blush blindness, like so. I actually really like this. I think it works with the look really nicely. It's not overpowering it, but I think I might go in with a little bronzer. I actually don't have a good bronzer right now, or like a newer bronzer. I'm using this Smashbox. It's called Bronze Lights in Suntan Matte. So same area. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face, and I use the Chanel setting powder in the white color. Rhubarb. That's my dog. I sit here where we did our contour. Going to spray my face. Smoke out the under eye. We're gonna go back in with the same color from the Sigma palette, the After Hours. Teeny tiny little brush from Sigma. I love it. E21. Great for this because you have so much control. And I'm gonna go in with this like warmer shade right here. It's called Toasty. I'm just gonna carry this down like even a little lower. Looking at the photo, I feel like I need a little more eyeliner in here. Like hers is quite dark. I'm just gonna darken that a bit. Like so. And smudge it. Next we're gonna do lips, and I would say her lips are a very specific shape. So my lips are not that different in shape to hers. She tends to fill in her Cupid's bow, and then her top lip is definitely bigger than her bottom lip. Mine are more equal. So I'm going to overdraw my top lip just a little bit to give it the similar shape to hers. I love this Kylie Cosmetics lip liner. Vision Pout lip liner in Comes Naturally. This color. It matches my lip color really well, which I think is good because she tends to do a more natural lip color. So I'm going to start by filling in the Cupid's bow. And I always start here when I do my lips. Her lip is quite pointy and quite straight down to the sides, like so. Her bottom lip is very similar in shape to mine. It's very rounded down here, and then it really tapers up to the corner. And her lower lip looks like it ends almost like in of her upper lip. I just follow my shape. And I keep it in to where the top lip ends. And then I fill in with this pencil. I really like this pencil. And then I like to go over it with the LORAC Holy Lips again. This really keeps my lips moisturized, and it also lightens up the color of it. Mascara, and then we'll do a little highlighter, and yeah. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lash, and this is the white primer, and then I use the Jones Road Pitch Black mascara on top, and I just like, the lash length is crazy. And when I sweep my lashes, I like to bring them up and out to the side so that we get that like siren eye, and a tiny bit down here. And I actually like to do this over my mascara because I find like it locks in my mascara. My mascara doesn't move all day. A little bit of highlighter. So even though she's really matte, I like to have some highlighter. So we're gonna do the cookie highlighter from Benefit, tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, just like halfway, tiny bit in here. In my other video, I put it up here as well, and I often do that to pop out my mid-eye because I have more hooded eyes, but she does as well, and I think what we want with this look is to really narrow the eye and pull it out and make it very sultry. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but if you're looking to do the other look, I definitely did put it up there in the other video. I'll do my hair and then I'll come back. So this is the final look. I am really happy with how it turned out. I think we got really close to her iconic makeup this time. I am going to link the products I used for this, as well as the eyeshadow colors I used in the original look, if you want to try that one. So until next time, please like and subscribe.